Have you ever wondered when life teaches you its first lesson? Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
I was born in France, Strasbourg City. My family and I had to live there for a while, as my father had to finish his doctorate in law. My life was fun and smooth. And I used to have friends all along the way, starting from neighborhood friends to school friends. On top of that, I was fluent in French. Whoa, I know, but not any longer. Everything went just fine, the way it should be. Until my family decided to move back to my home country, which is Syria. So we moved in. When we first arrived there, my life was satisfying, as the only thing that mattered to me as a child was to be stuck with my parents whenever they went, right? Later on, schools had just started to ring their bells eagerly to welcome the students back to school. And I found myself there, in my new school backyard, wearing the Syrian school uniform and holding cautiously my backpack. You can tell here where my suffer began. I found myself on a different planet, Syrian planet. The place was weird and different to me, as it was weird and different from all the students in my class. All the students in my class were pointing at me as the arrogant French girl who never knew how to speak the Arabic language. I ended up being quiet and isolated. However, deep down, I wasn't sad. And I was smiling the whole time. And I used to practice a charming habit, which was singing. I used to sing with the softest tone of my voice, all around the clock, everywhere, even during classes. And you can't imagine the magic power that singing had on me. It was the only comfortable things after a long and hectic day at school. One of the funny stories that happened to me due to my non-stop singing habit occurred on my school bus. I used to go to school by bus. And there was a boy who just happened to sit next to me all the time on the bus. And that boy was super calm and quiet to the point that you could easily ignore his presence. One day, while I was riding my bus to school, and as usual, I was sitting by the window corner, my secret shelter as I used to call, and starting my symphonies. All of a sudden, I heard shouts that disturbed the moment. I turned around to see, and here's the surprise. I found an angry boy who was looking straight into my eyes and shouted at me, "Hey, can you lower your stupid voice? Your voice is awful and horrible. Stop singing now." As a normal reaction, I was about to break into tears. But guess what? I held them back. And for the first time in my life, I gained all the courage in life and shouted back at him. No! This is my only way to survive in here. Can you see this? Can you see this? If you don't like it, just move! The boy was terrified and shocked. And honestly, I was terrified of myself too. Surprisingly, that boy has never left his seat. And over time, we've become friends. besties. And I never quit singing. Eventually, I came to realize that life has taught me its first lesson. That I have to stand up for myself, no matter the obstacles I might face. Nothing and no one should stop me from accomplishing my dreams and goals, even my pleasuring hobbies like singing. Fellow Toastmasters and associates, let's all sleep our fears aside and stand up for our dreams and goals. That is the only way to define who we truly are, with no shame and fear. And remember, no one can defend you but yourself. Back to you.